Hey, Angel. Hey, Linda. How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? Hey, Linda. How y'all doing? First of all, happy Monday. I had a blessed weekend. Yes, I did. hmm Shout out to Turtle. Shout out to you, Turtle girl. So gangsta Turtle. I saw in the gas station at the meat market. Shout out to you, Turtle. How y'all doing? Thank y'all. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Well, I had a blessed weekend. I went to the Money Wasters Ball, and the queen was beautiful, and I had a blessed time. Yes, I did. I didn't know that they had two second lines, or they said they had two second lines on yesterday. I didn't know they had a second line yesterday. But I probably would have been outside. But when I go outside, like I went out Friday. I think I was out Friday, wherever I went Friday. I don't remember where I went Friday. But anyway, um, when I went to the ball, after, being at balls and stuff like that, sometimes you get exhausted. So yesterday my intentions was to get up early and do my praise and worship like I be doing on Sundays. But for some apparent reason, I was stuck in the bed. But I was awakened with I had to just take all the sheets off, wash all the sheets, because I was awakened with two termites. And I was like, well, where they come from? So by me seeing two termites in the bedroom, that had me itching. I had to go and take another bath, but I also just took all the sheets off the bed, the spray, the comforter, everything, and I just washed everything. And I couldn't go to sleep because I was afraid I was going to see another termite. Hey, my daughter. Hey, baby. I called you today. Your phone went straight to the voicemail. But anyway, I thought I was going to see another one. Um, Good thing they don't bite. But yeah, I really didn't get much sleep like last night because I tossed and turned. And once I, washed all the sheets and all that kind of stuff there, y'all, I wish I could do a lot of things, but I can't. But I don't worry about the things that I can't do because if it was up to me, the whole bedroom, everything would be changed. The mattress, the bed, everything will have to come out of there so I can clean up under my bed, clean around the bottom of the baseboards on in a room and move the dresser. But I'm limited on what I could do. So whatever I can't do, I can't do it. But I'm gonna find somebody. I'm gonna get somebody to come do general cleaning and do the stuff that I can't do. But hey, Tracy, hey, Queen, the stuff that I can't do, I'm not gonna bother myself with it. Now I clean. My house is very clean. I don't get it twisted, but it's not clean up to my standard. I like ceiling fans wiped down. I like on the top of the cabinets. I like that wiped down. It's a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. I before I got in my accident. Hey Stacy, before I got in my accident, y'all, I was OCD. Um to the point of hey Queen Ohio in the building. I was to the point of things had to be in order. And I had no patience. But me being in a wheelchair, y'all, I had to learn to have patience. But like a lot of things that I would love to do, I can't do. I'm limited on what I can and I can't do. Hey, Janelle. So the things I can't do, I don't worry about it. I don't stress about it. I just know that one day it's gonna get done. But people that come to my house, they be like, "What you mean clean your house? Your house already clean." No, it's clean to you, but it's not clean to me the way I would like it. I'm only limited what I can do, and I can't get under the bed like I want to and clean up all under my bed and stuff like that. I can't pull my dress out and clean behind the dresser and all that kind of stuff there. So I'm limited, but I can't worry about things that's out of my control. I could do what I could do. If it was up to me, I hang my own curtains up. I put my pictures up. I like changing my house like spring, summer, winter, fall. I like putting the spring stuff up, putting the winter stuff up, putting the summer stuff up. I mean, spring, summer, and fall. I like to change my house according to the season. That's me. but I'm limited on what I can do. Now, when I make my bed, like I took all my sheets and stuff off the bed, I have to make my bed in the bed. Y'all get it? I have to, and show me some love, y'all. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking for a minute. I'm just gonna just let y'all just look at me. When I give y'all that look, that I'm just let y'all look at me for a minute. Cause every time I come live, I always gotta ask y'all to do stuff. I'm just gonna let y'all look at me. What y'all wanna look at my hair? Y'all wanna look at my hair? When y'all start showing me some love, then I start talking. I'm not talking to y'all on YouTube because I have people on YouTube that's dedicated to me that come on YouTube every day and show me love without me even mentioning it. Even though sometimes they forget to press the like button, but it's okay. They present is still there. But all y'all on Facebook and all y'all on Instagram, I always have to ask y'all to show me some love. Hey, Marie. No, punch lady. I always gotta ask y'all to show me some love. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Mm-hmm. Thank you. This here, I washed it out last night trying to. It's a rinse, so I thought it was gonna rinse out, but I guess it didn't. But everybody, some people say, "Oh, I like it," and this and that. I like it for now, but I'm older now, and I don't care for red hair as being an older woman. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay in my lane, you know, even though a lot of people do like it. Hey, Wanda girl, love you, girl. Wanda just be on all the platforms. But anyway, can y'all show me some love? I know y'all gonna only be on here for a little bit of time. Y'all who going over there and see Key, but I don't care. But anyway, can y'all show me some love for the little time that y'all here? The ones who just dipping in and the ones who gonna be here. Hey, Albert. Thank you, Marie. For the ones who gonna be here and take Key, come on. Can y'all just show me some love? Y'all, I came up with an idea. And let me tell you the idea. Hold up, let me finish telling y'all about how I make my bed. So I had to take off all the sheets, the fitted sheet, the regular sheet. I had to take out the spread. I just took everything off my bed because I wasn't finna go to bed and start itching again. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if two of them was bite me and I was under the cover, well, where'd they come from? So I was like all night worrying about where they come from. I went to looking under the bed and all that kind of stuff there, you know. So once but I knew where they come from. I had took my winter comforter off the bed and put it on the sofa. So when they were swarming in here the last time, they must have was behind the comforter that I had folded up on the sofa. And I took the comforter. I got cold one day. I came and got the comforter out the living room and brought it in the bedroom. So they must have still was hiding behind the comforter or whatever. Because when I came back in the living room after I went to cleaning that and this that, and I looked on the sofa, they was on the sofa, and I was like, oh my God. But you know, they come and spray and all that kind of stuff there, even though they was dead, but still, that still make you paranoid if you see termites in your house, whether they dead or alive. That still make, I don't know about y'all, but it makes me paranoid. So again, I put my comforter and stuff in. Thank God I got the big old washer. You can put the comforter inside the washer and stuff like that. So I have to put my sheets on and make my bed with me in the bed. It might sound hard to y'all, but I ain't gonna lie. I put the bottom part on, then I work my way up to the top, then I twist my body, and I put the other end on. And I make my bed just like y'all make y'all bed stuff. My bed, that's the guest room. The guest room is not that big. So the bed, the dresser, the TV and all that, it take up the whole room. So I can't go around from side to side and make my bed. I have to get in the bed to make the bed. And so I get in the bed, I make the bed. And if you come to my house, you'll think somebody else make my bed, but I make my own bed. I clean my own house. I do whatever I can. What I can't do, I can't do. But it's not a whole lot. If I would get somebody to come and clean my house, it's not a whole lot that they would have to do. It's just certain things like dusting and stuff like that, and stuff like I like my cans and my canned goods and all that. I like all my stuff in order. It's just me. I just feel like, it's not enough room. I got 2 closets of clothes and shoes, and it's not enough room, but I'm grateful. It's not enough room, but I'm still grateful because it's just me. But I am not going to make my kitchen cabinets, my bathroom cabinets out of no shoe closet. I'm not doing that. I got a guest bathroom, and I got my own bathroom. But my guest bathroom closet don't have nothing in it but towels, stuff like that. But I'm not finna put my shoes and stuff in the guest bathroom, and which nobody don't come in here. The devil is the lie. I'm not finna put my stuff in the bathroom. No, I'm not doing that. So I'm not using no space for no closet space in no bathroom for no. I got the washroom back there. I'm not using the closet space in the bathroom for no shoes and all that, purse and all that kind of stuff. That it is what it is. It is what it is. So listen, y'all. So I was on OG Murder Patreon. Every time they kick Murder off, OG Murder off a platform, for some apparent reason, Murder always seem to find other platforms that we never heard of. So it's Patreon. It's called Patreon. And I heard Keith talk about Patreon too. So listen, y'all, what I was thinking, right? So since I'm always having a problem with my book, right? And see me, if it's up to me, my book would have been out. My book would have been out, but it's not up to me. It's technical difficulty with the person that started my book. Something happened. So they was halfway finished, and then their whole computer just crashed. So that's what set me back. But I was thinking about, and tell me how y'all feel about this. All right. Why I'm gonna be saying this while y'all showing me some love, some hearts and stuff like that, some stars. Facebook, they got a button where y'all can send me some stars. Don't cost y'all nothing. Instagram, come on, y'all. Show your girls some love. The ones who gonna be on here for a little 30 minutes or whatever until Key come on, and y'all show me some love. I see why Murder did y'all what he did y'all today. Y'all who be following OG Murder. But anyway, what's for me is for me. Because y'all got a whole head. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Press the hard buttons. Drika and Diva, Keisha, and Kathy. Thank y'all. Rhonda. Thank y'all. Thank you to all my people on YouTube. Sandra. Thank all y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Sassy. Thank y'all. Guy TT. Thank you. But anyway, y'all, I was thinking. So Patreon it's the app. And I didn't know anything about it till Murder started. So I didn't know anything about Twitch until Murder went to Twitch. And now Murder is on another platform called Patreon. In order for you to get on Patreon, you got to download the app and you got to subscribe. And it's $10. Just imagine if I can get a Patreon and I can tell my story and people could pay $10 to come on there, because you gotta like and subscribe. You gotta subscribe, you gotta pay $10. And if I get more than enough people, instead of me, them waiting on the book, I can just tell my story. If I get more than enough people to come on Patreon, I can talk about the book, and I'll be telling the book, but I'll be telling it on Patreon. How y'all feel about that? I'm just saying. In other words, I'll be selling my book, but I'll be telling my book. Let me say it again. In other words, I'll be selling my book, but I'll be telling my book. Ain't nothing like it coming out the horse's mouth. And y'all mouth will be dropped. Like, I know. Right. So if I got enough people, and then I don't think like on Patreon, I don't think like all they could do is word them out and go tell somebody what I said, but I don't think they can record it. I find out more about it. Hey, Linda, Pam. I find out more about it. But if I can get a lot of people to come to Patreon and Brandon and I get all the people, that means instead of me, they waiting on my book, I can tell the book. I can tell it'll be like a couple of hours. I can go detail about the book. And once I do that, then the people who was gonna buy the book, all they have to do is come to Patreon. And once I get enough people to come on Patreon, then I could talk about everything about the book. What y'all think about that? The Pickaboos, what y'all think about that? Because y'all, but at the end of the day, instead of y'all paying $30 or $35 for my book, y'all to be paying $10 to hear the book. And y'all a kind donation at the same time. Because the book is very amazing. It is. And a lot of y'all will be in tears, overwhelmed. Yes, y'all will. Because y'all be like, well, all them who say they ain't like me and all that and this and that and all that kind of stuff, that some of y'all mouth gonna drop. Y'all gonna be saying, I'm sorry, because at the end of the day, y'all took sides. A lot of y'all took sides. A lot of y'all go along to get along. Y'all took sides against me, thinking that at the end of the day, it was me, when all the while it wasn't me. I did what I did, but everything that I did it because I felt like I had a reason. See, y'all be thinking I tell y'all everything, but I don't. Because some things I just held back until it's time to talk about it. But anyway, the topic for the day, I'm talking about autism. That's what we're talking about today. See what I be saying? Like over here on Facebook, it say 5 people over here. Now over here on Instagram, it say one person. So why I waste my time? You know, if it's gonna be like that on Instagram, why not just shut it down? Why not just shut it down since they feel the need that they playing with me? Hey, Monique, if they playing with me like that, saying I got 1, 2, 3 people on Instagram, what's the purpose of me coming on here? If y'all not gonna be like, if it's gonna be all them pickaboos and y'all all that, why am I wasting my time? I'm just saying. Why waste my time when all my people is really on YouTube? So why waste my time with them on Instagram? Just tell me why. Tell me why. Why should I waste my time even going live on Instagram when it's the majority of them is pickaboos? The majority of them on Instagram, you know what they do? They huddle up. Everybody said, oh, well, we're going to go. You tag me and you tag me and you tag me in. So all the people that's getting tagged in on Instagram, that's why I got so many pickaboos. But they got real people that really love me on Instagram. My real friend, my real fans that's on Instagram, can y'all come to YouTube? Can y'all come to YouTube? Because I'm about to shut it down. I'm not finna let nobody keep playing with me like that. What is the purpose? If I'm gonna be over here on Instagram, why be on there and they say 3 people when I know it's more than 3 people? I'm just saying. You know what? To my people, y'all find y'all way to YouTube. I'm done with y'all on Instagram. For real. I'm done with them. I'm tired of them playing with me. How about that? Let them find their way to YouTube. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Let them find their way over here on YouTube. I ain't got time to play with them. Let them go play in traffic. I ain't got time for that. Ain't got time. But anyway, y'all, I had a ball at the better yet. I ain't got time for them. I could go back to TikTok. Ain't nobody got time to play with them like that. At least the lights go up to 60, 70, 80,000 on TikTok. I ain't got time to play no games with them. I'm not gonna keep on doing that. I know my word. Come on here to tell a story and talk about your life story and all that kind of stuff.
Yo, I cannot make this up, okay? I saw this post with this girl.
You ain't gonna make it up on here. But I'm just saying, y'all, I don't see people think they validate you, so they think you need them. I don't have to be on Instagram. I don't have to be over there. So I'm good either way the cut go. That's what they got to know. But they think they're gonna keep on being on there, then they don't want to show no love and no hearts and all that. If y'all got love for me, y'all will find y'all way over here. They'll find their way over here to YouTube. Nobody ain't got time to play no childish games like that. For real. That's what murder done him today. It's exactly what he done him today. So y'all, the reason why I decided to talk about autism is because y'all saw. Did y'all see? Wait.
Yo, I cannot make this up, okay? I had saw this post where this girl had gotten a 1.7 million views on it.
Did y'all see when the lady, her little boy was autistic and he was going to school and they were saying that the child was a problem, but the child wasn't a problem. They was the problem. So the mama hid a camera inside of his head and inside his hair, and a white teacher was calling him a little nigga. Now, what I want to say, y'all, why is it that it's so much of stuff going on with the white folks? They feel the need that they want to call us the N-word, and then they want to, throw the rock and hide their hand. And why is it that they always getting away with it? Hey, Kawani. Why they always get away with certain things that we can't get away with? So I say that the reason why I wanted to talk about autism, because at the end of the day, all of us got somebody in our family that have some type of, something going on with them, or maybe, like slow or something like that. But at the same time, why is it okay, first of all, when you got a child and you send your child to a school, and if your child is nonverbal or whatever, at the end of the day, they need to have cameras in a lot of these nurseries and a lot of these schools where these children have, a disability. Because a lot of these kids are being mishandled and misused in a lot of ways by a lot of these. I don't know what's wrong with the phone. By a lot of these.
Y'all pray for Boosie. Y'all pray for Boosie, man. Boosie got popped in the leg yesterday. Y'all do your research.
Come on now. This phone be acting stupid. But anyway, I'm not worrying about that phone either. But anyway, like that, when I saw the little boy, and when I saw the little boy and I saw his mom, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I said, Lord have mercy. The mom was so upset I know a lot of us to say what we would have did, but I know me. Anything, something like that would happen to any one of my children, grandchildren, or whatever, they're not gonna tell me because they know I'm coming head first. And the mama was so distraught. She was so hurt to hear a grown man handling her child and treating her child some kind of way, and the child is nonverbal, and for somebody to do that, for a person to misuse any type of child in any form of way is diabolical. I hate it. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate people that mistreat, children, period. I hate men that mistreat women. I think it's pathetic that y'all stay in a relationship with somebody that constantly mental and physically abuse you. I think it's pathetic if you allow somebody to misuse your children. I think it's pathetic. And people like that, it's a place for them. And I ain't gonna lie, I pray every day and I pray every night, and I ask God to protect my grandchildren, my children, my loved ones when I'm not even around. Because God forbid if that lady couldn't do what she really wanted to do, but that's a hard pill to swallow. to know that somebody abusing your child, and you getting all kind of thoughts in your mind what you want to do, knowing that you got to let the system handle it, and then they just get a little slap on the wrist. They might get a probation, pay a fine or whatever, but this child is scarred. And ain't nothing they could do, ain't all the money in the world gonna change the fact that this child is mentally damaged because of what somebody else done did to him. And it's so sad. It really is. Yeah, that's against the law to treat people how you like. Right. It's just not right. It's just not right. And that's why a lot of people that be saying they hate social media and they hate this and they hate that. You know what? Okay, you hate social media, but social media have been good to a lot of us, because if it wasn't no social media, a lot of people wouldn't have got justice. People are sick and full of the devil in the world. Yeah, they is. But social media got a lot of people justice. It did. It really did. If we didn't have social media, a lot of stuff that we seen and a lot of people getting exposed, we wouldn't even be seeing it. It's a blessing. I'm just saying. It really is a blessing for us to see all the stuff that's going on in the world. You know, every time you look around, black and whites feel like they could be disrespectful to black people and all that. Man, people getting sick of all that. The world is about to change. Every so many years, the world changed for the people who don't know. Thank y'all for the likes and the love. I'm just saying. So a lot of y'all who on here, right? A lot of y'all know Byron Cole, right? So let me say this. So Byron Cole always politically want to be correct, right? So Byron Cole, they call this Mama D. Mama D was the advocate, you know, for the city and stuff like that, always fighting for black rights, civil rights, and all that kind of stuff there, right? So on a couple of days ago, I think it's been like 2 days or maybe 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. So Byron get mad when somebody else is recording him. So the black guy who ran, I think whatever he ran for, whatever, he made it. I can't think what he made it for, whatever. But Calvin, right? He made it. So they was arguing about him making it and trying to take his spot from him. He made it fair and square, and somebody don't like it, right? So Byron Cole went live with Skip. Now, some of y'all out of town, y'all don't really, y'all don't know who Skip and Byron Cole is, but I'm gonna just explain to y'all. So Byron Cole, everybody like from New Orleans, everybody, if you've been on my platform, I done went off on Byron. He the one always disrespecting women and stuff like that, right? So Byron was filming him, Skip, and Skip is an entrepreneur. He a guy got his own little business and stuff like that. So Skip said, all right, that, oh, he made it for judge. Oh, I thought it was something else. But anyway, to go to show you, I need to do my homework before I start talking about stuff. So yeah, Calvin, all right, he made it for judge. And they tried to recall and all that, right, Angie? So Skip was talking about what happened. He was saying, yeah, you know, I don't want to exactly quote exactly what he said because I don't want to say it the wrong way. But anyway, the discussion was about Calvin making it for judge, and they were trying to recall him from being the judge. So Byron was videoing Skip while Skip was talking. And Skip said something to the effect where I'll blow it up, right? I'll blow it. He said, I'll blow it up or whatever. Don't y'all know by Byron Cole filming him, when he said blow it up, don't y'all know they arrested him and he been in jail ever since, and he don't have a bond. He can go to court. I think they said in Powers that he go to court on tomorrow, in the morning or something like that. But he been in jail for a couple of days without a bond. So I'm gonna say this. So you mean to tell me this how to let y'all know how the system is corrupted? You mean to tell me they put this man in jail from saying something like that, knowing we say all kinds of stuff out of our mouth, knowing we ain't gonna bomb nothing up? Because you could say bomb and you could be saying, oh, we gonna bomb it up, like saying all us people gonna get together and go there like that or whatever. But of course, New Orleans took it as a threat and they put him in jail like if he was threatening the people or whatever like that. So I see a lot of people be unalive, right? And I see all on the internet people be threatening people's life. People be pulling up at people's house and all that kind of stuff there. People be doing all kind of stuff, giving people HIV and all that kind of stuff there. And they ain't both probably one out of a million person got arrested in New Orleans for giving somebody HIV and all that kind of stuff there. But he said something out of his mouth that he really didn't mean. And they wouldn't arrest him for saying what he said. But at the same time, we got all these other people around the world just saying they're going to go unalive somebody and they don't even go pick them up. I'm just saying they letting the people that unalive people and all that, they getting them 5 and 10 years and breaking it down to manslaughter and all that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, you can unalive somebody in New Orleans and get a slap on the wrist. Ain't too many people in New Orleans getting life sentence for unaliving somebody. How about that? Hey, Mama Ava, hey, Donald. But so-called leaders can say and do whatever they want. Yeah, so they could do and say whatever they want. But at the same time, this man said something, hey, Elizabeth, only he said bomb. And y'all know we say all kind of stuff on the internet. But again, when we be on the internet, I told y'all, they be listening, they be lurking, they be watching. We are being monitored every day. On the internet, they control the internet, they control the narrative, they watch everything that we do and say on the internet. While we fighting against each other, they fighting against us. Ain't no way in the world that man should have went to jail, because at the end of the day, that man wasn't gonna blow. He ain't gonna blow nothing up. You think that man gonna lose all his plate of business or whatever he got going on just because he said, well, we'll blow it up at the end of the day? But yeah. They take what they want and run with certain things, and certain things they overlook certain things, pickaboo net. Certain things they overlook and certain things they throw under the rug. New Orleans been corrupted, gonna continue to be corrupted. Every time somebody get in the office or the mayor, do y'all not notice damn near all the mayors of New Orleans then been indicted or been in jail? And all of them, the majority, all of them been indicted for stealing money. If that ain't corruption right there. They got people in jail, been in jail for years, and don't even have a court date yet. Ain't been to court. Went to arrangements, probably went to a hearing, and their court date might be a year or two from now. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got people housed in Orleans Parish prison, and at the end of the day, the prison is unsanitized. It's just nasty. And people don't go to court, not this year, but next year. And they've been in there. That's why some people have been sitting in jail for months and months and months and months. Have been 1 year, 2 years, and their trial date ain't till 3 years. Now, why is that? Why is that? When you go in the courthouse, it don't even look the same. Right. Well, you know that they was gonna just take it and run with it, and whatever they say, they think is law. But at the end of the day, y'all, we got to start seeing life for what it is. I don't care who you don't like. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care who you don't like. But remember, we all have the same shade of skin, even though I might be a little lighter than you. but on my birth certificate say black. It don't say white. It don't say Hispanic. It don't say no other race but black. Right. And all us been affected by Katrina that was here. And guess what? Y'all know what the cool part about it? Everybody didn't get $13,000 because I didn't. How about that? They made a decision on getting the money to who they wanted to get it to. Everybody didn't get no $13,000. My help came from the people in Atlanta, all at the airport. I didn't get no $13,000 from New Orleans. So you mean to tell me if tragic hit, when it's going to hit again in New Orleans, this how cold-blooded they is. FEMA give certain people and certain people they don't. They had people getting the money for Katrina that ain't even had a house. They had people getting the money using their grandma and their mama address, and the mama or the grandma ain't even get the money. Whoever filed first, that's who got the money first. Because my friend used my address and he got money from using my address. And when I tried to get my money, they said I hadn't got, somebody hadn't already got it for their household. How could somebody get it from my household that wasn't staying with me? So y'all think about that. So whenever a hurricane, tornado, whatever hit, y'all ever notice every time something happened? Your elderly parents either? Y'all ever notice every time something happened, they always make it seem like when they say the weather is going to be bad, y'all need to get all the waters, y'all need to get all this and all that, y'all need to stock up. And y'all notice it don't even happen. But it works for economy. It works for them because now they done sold out of waters. They've been sitting there for decades, probably, some of them. They done sold out of meat. They done sold out of bread. They done sold out of all these things that been sitting there because they said that, they about to have a tornado, a storm, and it bypass. So you done spend all your money, and when you spend your money, they tell you to get your gas up and all that kind of stuff there, and it happens. So all your money gone, and you can't bring the shit back and say, oh, can I get my money back? I don't need none of this shit. I ain't even need the gas that I filled up in my car with. I'm just saying. The mess up, I was a caseworker for human service, and we had over 3,000 people came all the way here from Katrina for government assistance. Wow. They don't never give you nothing. They don't never give you nothing either. I don't know what they base it on, but guess what? I believe this is how I feel, y'all. This is how I feel. I feel that anybody was down in New Orleans for Katrina, I don't care who you is, if you went through that water, everybody should have got the same amount. Every adult should have got the same amount. I don't, if you was a young adult and you stood in the house with your mama, the young adult should have got, everybody should have got who was affected by it. Everybody. Ain't no one household, one person per household. That should never go like that. Everybody in the house should have got money. Yep. But guess what? I was looking at, y'all, let me say this to y'all. Do y'all know who built the levees? Do y'all know who built the levees? Do anybody on here know who built the levees? I'ma wait. Because Sister Girl be doing her homework. Is anybody on here? Can y'all tell me who built the levees? I'ma just sip a little water until somebody come out. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes because I don't think y'all know who built the levees. Nope. No, Tracy. Y'all want to know who really built the levees? Slaves. The black slaves built the levees. How about that? Black slaves built the levees. And see all that's going on, all in the French quarters and all that. That's where the majority of all the slaves worked at, in the French quarters. And all the black stuff, like like my girl Michelle had her head tied up and she had on her long dress at the ball. That's how the slaves looked at in the 50s. In the 1750s something. That's how the slaves looked. The levees was built by black slaves. How about that? How about that? I'm just saying. Do y'all know? And it's just a touchy feeling. Y'all don't know the work our black people put in. Y'all don't know the work that they put in. Sweat and tears, mud. And a hurricane came in and swept the whole French Quarter, and they had to rebuild it all over again. And they came here in the muddy, nasty water. Yeah. How about that? Our black people was brought here. Our black people was brought here. Our black people did all the building, to houses and all that down there in the French Quarter. Everything down there in the French Quarter that people go down there, that's a tourist city. That was where all the slaves was. Now, when our people gonna get it together, I don't know. We're going to continue to fight against each other. When guess what? At the end of the day, all these social media platforms and all that, that's for them to keep up with us. That's for them to know our every move, everything that's going on in our life. They control social media. They control all this. Why we can't come together and fight with each other instead of fighting against each other? You mad because I look good. They mad because she look good. So he look good. Why? When our black people fought. Our black people, our ancestors, they fought. Ain't that something? They made the levees. And in y'all mind, y'all thinking Katrina came and swept the water away. No. That ain't how that happened. Because guess what? When it was a beautiful day after the water. After Katrina hit, then all of a sudden, the water started rising. Open the floodgates. That's what they did. How about that? Do y'all know, at the end of the day, I tell y'all this, and I'm going to tell y'all again, we are below sea level as already. All that dirty, black, muddy water, that's how the water was during slavery time. See all that dirty, muddy, nasty water? Our people was drinking that nasty, dirty, muddy water because they was building. Our people built the houses in the French quarters. Right. Why we can't come together? Y'all ain't see the march in Alabama? Y'all ain't see all the black people marching across the bridge? But do y'all not know that all the people doing Katrina, when they was trying to march across the river to Jefferson Parish, they blocked it off and said, nah, y'all not coming over here. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember Jefferson Parish didn't allow people to come over there doing Katrina? All right. All right. All right. So we're going to keep on hiding. Here they got government funding for all of them. Let me tell y'all something. So a lot of y'all They have car notes and all that kind of stuff there. Because I was talking to one of my sisters today on the phone. My sister in Christ, she like my sister. I call her my sister because she treat me like I'm a sister. She said, I started to call you tomorrow. And I was like, no, she said, I started to call you yesterday. And she said, but I called them for y'all that have car notes. I told her about a deferment. A deferment, if you behind on your car note or you can't pay your car note for this month, you tell them to push it back. I can't pay it for this month. Can you push the deferment? Give me a deferment and push my note back. It won't be like you behind on your note, it just push it back a little bit. And of course, the finance, the interest rate, you know what I'm saying, gonna go up a little, but you still entitled to have a deferment. And a lot of people didn't know that. She didn't know that. One time I didn't know that. Somebody taught me that years and years ago. They asked me that I paid car note, and I said, yeah, years and years ago. That was when I was kind of like young. And they say, tell them give you a deferment. And I never forgot that. So now I'm passing it on to other people because they need to know. Let me say this, y'all. It's a lot of government funding going on. All kind of, it's got government funding where they pay your rent, government funding where they, pay your light bill, your water bill, and all that kind of stuff there. It's a lot of government funding programs that's out there that people that's getting it, but they don't want to pass it on to nobody else. Yeah, they paying your house note. They pay in it. They got government funding to help you pay your bills for when you fall short. And you know why a lot of people don't know? Because a lot of people not telling people. You know what? You know what people do, y'all? Say like if I had a sister that was working in the office that giving out the government funding and all that, you know what she gonna do? She gonna call all her sisters, all her family, and make sure all her family get the help and forget about the other people that's on the outside that really, really need the help. Do y'all not know that some people get help and they don't even need it? You don't need the help. You don't need nobody. Somebody called me up with that complaint talking about, yeah, the Section 8 said that they ain't taking no more people. I said, hold up. I said, I don't want to hear all that. You been paying your rent. You been making a way. You get enough money to pay your bills. I said, I don't want to talk about that. God been providing for you. Maybe Section 8 not for you right now. Just saying. It's all kind of, I don't know the information, like, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. One time, something was going on with me when I first moved over here. And they had a problem with me at first. They was like, well, you ain't never had no inspection and all this shit. You shouldn't be in the house and all that kind of stuff there. So I went to the front. I went to the people in the subdivision and I talked to them. And they had a young lady was coming out, and that young lady said, well, I deal with, she said, these people, they got these people that pay your rent or whatever. These people pay my rent up to $6,000. And they would have paid my rent for a whole year. But they only paid up to $6,000, but they paid it. But if that young lady would have never told me that, I would have never knew. Do y'all not know that they have all kind of government funded programs that nobody's not talking about? So let me say this. I'm not gonna put these people on blast yet. Not just yet. Because I want to buy me a house. And I went to talk to somebody. But I am not gonna put them on blast yet. I'm gonna give them a second chance. Because I feel some type of way. Because they got government programs where they give down payments for your house and all that. You go through program, and it's sad to say you could be a homeowner even if you're on disability, but they got government funded program, and people don't even want to tell y'all about the programs that you can still be on Section 8 and still be renting to own your house where you live. But they say the program for their people. But our people want to keep it to their self and the people that they know. And that's why a lot of our people don't know about some of the programs that we should know about. Because they got people that's getting certain things and know how to do certain things, and they're not going to tell you because they're selfish. Or they'll tell you after the program is not taking no more people when it's all over. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So to a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you need any kind of assistance, pray about it and ask God to give you favor with the right person, because it's a lot of people that need help, and a lot of people in just a time in a time of need right now, and there's a lot of help out there. But guess what? Nobody not telling people that they got help out there. I'm just saying. I can go get free food every month, but I don't take advantage of it if I don't need it. But like for people with HIV, they give you they help you in all kind of ways. But if I don't need it, I don't take what I don't need. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, let me just go get this food, and they give you good food. They give you toiletries every month. They give paper towel, tissue paper, they give you all that, especially on this side. They give you name brand stuff on this side. On the other side, they give you whatever they got, and they be having some nice stuff too. But at the end of the day, it's all kind of help out here. But a lot of people don't tell people. And it's sad to say that you get food stamp, you can't buy cool drinks, and you can't buy candy. Wow. They want us to go back to drinking sugar water and Kool-Aid. Pass the word. Food stamps. The food stamp office will be hiring on the spot. Y'all, the food stamp office will be hiring on the spot from 9 to 3, 3400 Block 2 Lane. Salary starting at $16.42. And you got to be a people's person. Don't ask for the job and go on a job, because you know dealing with the people with the food stamps and all that, and they come in there and they not qualified, then they mad at you when it's not really you. You just the receptionist. If I tell you you're only getting $10 of food stamp, don't get mad at me. It's the system. So y'all get mad at the wrong people. Now I'm telling y'all again, pass the word. The food stamp office, 3400 Block 2 Lane, is hiring. Starting at $16.42 an hour from 9 to 3. Oh, that's good hours. Let me see if I could go work there. But when it comes down to spelling, they'll be out rid of me talking about, can you help me spell this word over here? Can you help me? Can you show me how to do? I'm going to stay in my own lane. That's why any information I get, share anything. But you know what? Some people you can't even share it to them, because at the end of the day, they like when you find out information, you try not to be selfish. They got some people be like, well, I don't need, girl, please just share it to somebody. Just share it to somebody. You know, I'm gonna say it again. At the food stamp office is now hiring. They got spots from 9 to 3, 3400 Block 2 Lane. The salary is starting at $16.42 an hour. 9 to 3, that's good hours. There you have it. And they're not open on the weekend, so that means you're off on the weekend. There you have it. The special man. Let him have it. Got to be more careful. Thank you for that information, Queen. See there? People, see over here? My people love y'all. My people, this is my people. Told me to share that with y'all. This is my people. You used to be a case manager? 10 years. Doing food stamp, Medicaid. Check. Yes, a lot. Yeah. A lot of yeah. So again, if you're not a people's person, if you can't deal with people, somebody come in there, well, all they getting me is $10 of food stamp. Hold up, wait a minute, baby. I'm not the one distributing the food stamps. I'm just the one doing the application and doing the intake. I am not the one making a decision on how much food stamp you be getting. So if you don't want the little $10 food stamp, if you know you make a whole lot of money and you know you got to bring your check stubs in and all of that, if you know you're making a lot of money, don't come in here expecting to get a lot of food stamp. Now, some people make a lot of money, but they pay a lot of bills. So that don't mean that they're not entitled to food stamps. So just because I make a lot of money, don't mean that I don't have a lot of bills. But I want y'all to know, if you're not a people's person, don't go over there talking about, oh, I need a job. And then somebody come there and mishandle you. Then you won't go off, and then they're going to be holding you to NOPD. I mean, to, Orleans Parish jail. Because you didn't went there. And some of y'all come off the streets. Y'all going to food stamp office. I don't know if they're still going in the food stamp office. Some of y'all be smelling horrible. Can y'all take a bath before y'all go in there? Because some of y'all just be horrible. And y'all just take a bird bath. I don't know. Some of y'all just don't like water. Some of y'all just don't like taking the bath. It's just I don't. Y'all never know who's gonna be on my page. They be trying to single me out, but it's okay. We getting there. It's a lot of love over here. I told them don't play with me on Instagram. So sooner or later they're gonna come over here. If they got the love that they say they have for us, they'll come over here. If they don't, they'll tell you what type of people they is. I'm gonna tell them again, you won't be my friend on social media, come to YouTube. I'm just saying. I hope Skip get out of jail tomorrow. Because he ain't mean to say bomb. The little movie say, you can't say bomb in an airplane. In an airplane, bomb, 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 bomb. He didn't mean that. Like they took it. So that means we got to watch what we say. Because we being monitored on the internet. But somebody could threaten you and say all kind of stuff. And do all this kind of stuff to you in a minute. So if somebody say, well, I'm a bomb. So I could just put them in jail. Come on now. He ain't mean no harm. He ain't said nothing. So why they ain't take Byron too? He was recording. I'm just saying. And then it was on that when somebody was recording Byron got mad. Now what y'all gotta say? Since y'all say, well, they shouldn't be recording people and all that. Byron recorded him and he got thrown in jail. I'm just saying. Skip should not be in jail because he said bomb. He didn't mean it like that. But they took it like that. And then they gave him a bond. Come on now. And probably going to give him a fine. Because that's what they do. They claim they broke. So at the end of the day, that's how they get their money out of our people. Our people. So I don't want to hear nothing about they ain't got no jobs and all that kind of stuff there. My queen just came on here and said they hiring at the food stamp office. 3400 Tulane. Not 1825 Tulane, not Rosenberg. I said the food stamp office. Let me say it again. 3500 Tulane. Not 1825 Tulane. Remember the other man? You get out. Yeah. Y'all remember all our commercials? Y'all remember Oscar Musa, the crawfish man with the crawfish white man with the big old nose, looked like a crawfish? Y'all remember him? Oscar Musa. That's when they first started with the crawfish, right? But did y'all hear me? Y'all ain't never asked them. Wait, let me say this to y'all. So, all right. I was on the phone with my sister girlfriend, right? So I had I went to the little dealer's outlet, right? So let me tell y'all what I don't like about dealers. Like you're going dealers right now, and you'll see something that costs $200-$300 that you like, right? You'll be a darn fool if you get it right now. Because you know why? The next month or two, it's going to be marked down 2 or 3 times. But I ain't saying they might not have it. But 2 chances to 1, they going to have it. But the same shoes you saw for $300 going to be marked down. So probably $100 or maybe $79. And you be saying, if I would have, should have, could have. But 30 days later, you can't return it. But the same shoes you bought for $300, now they on sale for $79. Mm-hmm. Marrero Food Pantry at your job closed. I work as an administrator. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. You work at, Marrero Food Pantry at my job closed. I worked as an administrator. Oh, okay. I got it. Sometimes I got to read it again, then read it again, and then you can read it again. But I read it. I'm just saying, one time I couldn't read, but now I can. Thank you. Thank you to Ann Mays. Hallelujah to the God that's almost 60 that could read now. Oh, well. They won't be getting over on me no more because I could read. Let me say this. So, y'all, back to the story. So I was in Dillis, the outlet, St. Joseph the Worker Church. Old St. Joseph the Worker Church. Listen, so they have the Dillis outlet. So the Dillis outlet is the store where if Dillis about to put out the new summer stuff and they didn't sell all the old stuff, they send it to the outlet. So the outlet is in Kenner and the Esplanade, and that mall is gone down. So it's secluded. I'm surprised the Dealers outlet is still up. And they got the outlet Dealers in Slidell, right? So listen, I had bought some stockings. So my sister girl live in Jersey, Jocelyn, 445 Andy. So she said, there ain't nobody with no white stocking no more. So let me ask y'all something. Who came up with the rules about what we should wear and we shouldn't wear? What we should and shouldn't wear? Who came up with the rules about, oh, nobody don't wear that no more. Nobody don't wear true religion no more. Nobody don't wear guess no more. Nobody. Who came up with the rules to tell you what you can and can't wear no more? Because I know I like what I like. And if I see Juice de Couture and it's something I like, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to finesse it, and I'm going to wear it. Just like that. Yeah, everything is closing, Angel. Because ain't nobody going to tell me. Because I saw somebody with baby fat on. I'm just saying, ain't what you wear, it's how you wear it. You mean to tell me if I find something that I like, and then, ain't nobody wearing that no more. No, girl, you ain't wearing that no more. And furthermore, I am not a follower. So if I see something that I like, and I don't care if they had it decades ago, I'm going to wear it. Ain't nobody know. Y'all might not be wearing it no more. But I tell you what, like my dress y'all saw me with on the ball, when I went to the ball, I had them been bought that dress. And I'd be that if it was out of style, I was going to bring it back in style. It was my style and style. I'm just saying. Because some of y'all be like, okay, no matter wear that. No matter wear that no more. If I like it, I'm going to wear it. So if they're going to talk about you, they're going to talk about you anyway. Because you could put on True Religion, and then what you wear is how you wear it. You could put on Polo, because Polo been around for decades. So what makes him so special? What made Ralph Lauren so special? He been hanging on for dear life. What makes him so special? Hey, Ralph, I'm just saying. Who make the rules? I'm just trying to understand. Y'all didn't let these youngsters, hold up. Y'all didn't let these youngsters come in and make y'all be in competition with them. Thank you, Monique. Because so y'all in competition with the young people? Let me tell y'all something. Whenever, I'm going to say this, whenever I become the queen, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to say whenever. I ain't got to spend no $20,000, $30,000 to be no queen. That's for sure. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, Etta. I tell you what. I bet your Aunt Mays could be a queen without spending all her money. I'm just saying. It's a competition thing. But one thing about some people, you could stay in your lane and be beautiful than the people that are spending all their money. I'm just saying. When you already know you're a queen and when it's in you, not just on you, and you know how to put that shit on. I'm just saying it don't take a rocket science to see that you're a fashionista. I'm just saying. So some of y'all feel like, oh, y'all got to go way out. Let me just spend $20,000, $30,000. Some of y'all still paying on them loans that y'all borrowed to be the queens and the kings. Huh? Some of y'all didn't spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $25,000. I guarantee you, if Aunt Mays ever be a queen, Aunt Mays ain't even got to spend over a good whatever. And she's still going to be a beautiful queen. I'm just saying, it don't take that much money. Oh, I paid this for this, and I paid that for that. So you paid that for that? Well, did you keep the receipt? Or I forgot you can't bring it back. So, you know what? A queen getting a dress made versus a queen buying a dress. I like the traditional way. I like a queen getting her dress designed fit for her. I don't like, oh, I'm going to go to California, Houston. I'm going to just go somewhere and just get me and buy me a dress fitted. Buy me a dress for all that money when you could support your seamstress in your city. I'm saying they got somebody that could make you a beautiful dress for even, it all depends on what you want to spend. See what I'm saying? But somebody say the same dress you paid $10,000, they got a seamstress to make that same dress for $1,000. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because when I come out with my stuff, when I go to balls and stuff like that, I design my own stuff. But thank God, I got a beautiful, caring, loving seamstress now. So when I go to certain things, you know what I'm saying? I done had my experience with certain people hating on me with the seamstress and this and that. And if you do the work, I'm gonna pay you what you were in some. I got a bad seamstress now, and I'm so forever grateful. Look out! I'm just saying. I'm not finna owe nobody nothing after the parade. Well, girl, I gotta go get 2 jobs because I still owe them for this dress. I still owe them for that dress. So you in debt for one day. You went in debt for one day. Get somebody else to do it. I'm just saying, get somebody else to do it. For what reason? For what reason? It's just some of the things that y'all doing is unbelievable. And y'all doing things y'all way because y'all let them youngsters come in and y'all make it everything about, oh, I spent this much money. I spent that much money. Because you spent that much money don't mean you got that much money. Just because you see people spend money, that don't mean that's their lifestyle. Everybody that spent money like that, at the end of the day, only one person I know, I ain't gonna say one, but I'm saying somebody that I know that was real smart and say, you know what? I'm not finna spend unnecessary money like that. I ain't finna do that. Because after you be the king and the queen or whatever, you still have to live. I'm just saying, you gotta be smart. Like, you know what? I know what I can and I can't do. See what I'm saying? Who you living for? Who you living for? They're gonna talk about you regardless. Let them talk about you and you still got money in the bank. You still good. The parade is over. Everything over and you still good. You ain't stressing. You ain't thinking about, oh, I owe such and such and I gotta pay this. And you know where I'm gonna get the money to pay this. I owe these people and they didn't put a lien on your house. And now you're behind on your car note and your car insurance and all that. And you still owing people their money. Y'all let these people come in and change the whole narrative about social and pleasure club. Instead of it being a culture thing, it's a money thing. Right? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. I could have, say like if I have 20, 30,000, I still, for what? For what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You ain't gotta spend $10,000 to be a beautiful queen on no dress. All that to say, oh, I spent $10,000. You did. And they got a seamstress to make the same dress. Y'all gotta make it make sense. They got bad people in the world. Why would you rather let me go out of town, let me go to Hollywood and buy this dress when they got a seamstress to make the same dress? The same dress. I'm just saying. Some of y'all gotta make shit make sense. Make it make sense. But everybody is for sure now. Those Bottegas, those centers, they ugly to me. And they got the other little centers, they look like duck shoes. Some of that shit they making is just ugly. And you put it on just to say, oh, that's dumb. Just because I got expensive shoes and sometimes I don't even wear them. Just because they cost $1,000 or whatever, that don't make them look good. Just because you got on expensive shoes and you got on expensive clothes, that don't mean that some of that shit I don't even put on. I go to TJ Maxx, I go to Ross, I go to Marshalls, I go to all them different stores, and guess what? I be looking good. Because you gotta know how to put that shit on. My cowboy boots, y'all saw the turquoise, Ross, but they good boots. They not new any kind. They still authentic cowboy boots, but Ross. I'm just saying, come on, y'all. I gotta make it make sense, man. Come on. Man, what you wear is how you wear it. But back to what I was saying, who make the rules? Ain't nobody wearing it. Because at one time, nobody wasn't wearing their natural hair. When I was a little girl, my mom and them was wearing bushes and all that kind of stuff there. And then they stopped and then they started pressing. They was doing the straighten comb and the rollers and all that kind of stuff there. And then they changed it. Do y'all not know for the young people, every so many years, life change. Every so many years, life change. Everything get old. Everything get old. Everything. Every so often they upgrade this. That's why our phones be going out. They made them to where they go out so you can upgrade. Or you gotta update it. When we was coming up, you get up and you turn the channel, you turn the TV. We ain't had no remote controls and none of that. We had the records. When it's time to play the music and all that, we had the jukebox. We had the CDs and all that kind of stuff there. We had the Atari, the Pac-Man, and the Donkey Kong and all that. We had all of that. And I ain't gonna lie, we had the best times of our life. We played jacks, marbles, and all that. It was the best time of my life. The only thing changed the narrative with me is I start smelling myself. When you start smelling yourself, your ass get hot. You won't run around with the boys. But my younger days, I used to be by my aunt still. My mama used to work. And when they had Christmas time, and I ain't gonna lie, when I was a little girl, one time they told all of us to come outside, and we was looking in the sky, and they said they had the UFOs. I promise y'all, they said they had the UFOs, the space people, and all of us was outside looking. I remember that as a little girl, because my auntie stood 322 North Roma Street. And when it was Christmas time, Warren was the king for Albert Wicker. Warren Mays, my brother, was the king for Albert Wicker Elementary School. Yes. I'm just saying. And one year, Sunshine was the queen for the money wasters. So y'all just changing all the tradition. My mama was over the lady money wasters. So y'all not honoring the people who been paid the way. My mother, which is Big Ann, not the little Ann. I'm the little Ann. My mother, Lurs Nelson, Gwen, my mama, Cynthia, all them was money wasters. And I was part of the money wasters. But I ain't never heard none of y'all honor my mother, who was over the lady money wasters. I'm just saying. Now y'all doing it y'all way. You can come from uptown, downtown, cross the river. I bet y'all can't go to cross the river over there and run them people territory over there and the cutoff over there in Algiers and say, oh, we come over here and we won't be the queen over here. Nah, them people ain't playing that. They got their own stuff they got going on across the river. That's why they have their own Super Sunday across the river in Shelby. Yeah. They got their own stuff going on across the river. But here, y'all let these youngsters come in with their little drug money and change the narrative. Oh, she could be the queen. He could be the king. It's all about who got the money. Well, we just gonna make her the queen. We just gonna make him the queen. When I was coming up, it was voting. It was like, oh, well, this person been in the second line for quite some time. This the culture. They grew up with this. I grew up being a money waster as a little girl. And now they done changed the whole narrative that if you got the money, if you gonna make us look good, you get a yeah. When it don't go like that. You mean to tell me we put in blood, sweat, and tears in second line? And some of y'all that's in second line group, you know what? And if you can't say nothing good, just shut up, Ed. Just, girl, you be talking, just shut up. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up for now. I'm just saying. Some of that stuff y'all be doing is just, and ain't nobody going to tell, they don't want to tell y'all. Because see, I don't want to get in confrontation with y'all. Because if I be real with a lot of y'all in second line groups, if we had to vote and I was on a panel, a lot of y'all feelings to be hurt with some of the stuff that y'all, come out with on the second lines. Like, you know what? That's just not it. It's just not it. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. And some of y'all people be out there just be egging people on. But I understand y'all go along to get along. But some of the second lines be just not it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I asked a lot of people. I try to get in a second line groups because I really love second line. And a lot of y'all turn me down. And some of y'all even say y'all be like, if I'm messing, like, girl, it's a privilege for me to be a part of y'all second line. You know why some of y'all don't want me to be in y'all second line group? Because y'all think I'm going to take over the second line. I'm not going to call y'all name. Remember 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, I asked y'all, can I join y'all second line? And y'all be smiling, grinning my face when y'all see me. Y'all thought I forgot? Oh, y'all discriminating? No, y'all wasn't discriminating. Y'all thought I was going to take over y'all second line. But God ain't want me to be in y'all second line anyway. That's why I ain't asked y'all again. How about that? I'm the queen without saying I'm a queen. How about that? Ain't no queen outfit make me a queen. I'm a queen regardless. I know I'm a queen. A crown don't make me a queen. My heart, my persona. My phenomenal woman make me a queen. Nobody ain't got to validate me. Nobody ain't got to give me a crown. I was born with a crown. That's what I said. Want me to say it again? I don't need a crown. I was born with a crown. But y'all thought I was going to let y'all make it? Remember I asked all y'all to get in y'all second line? Even though some of y'all look horrible. And I ain't saying nothing. But I can name a couple of y'all look the hot mess. Some of y'all, I wouldn't even put them outfits on my dog. I'm just saying. Some of y'all need a designer. I'm just saying. And I ain't never been no hater. I'm just saying. Y'all want to change the narrative. Y'all want to come from all around my railroad and JP and all this and all these different places. All out of town. Oh, you want to be our queen? Oh, y'all picking who gonna make y'all look good. Y'all just messed over the culture. They can't do a 1, a 2, or 3 step. But you think you could be our queen? Or do you know anything about the history of second lining? Do you know anything about the culture of second lining? Do you know Armstrong Park? Do you know Mahalia Jackson? Do you know Tuba Fat? Do you know Tuba Fat Square? Do you know anything about any of that in the 6th Ward? Do you know anything about the Indians? Do you know anything about anybody that been second lining for decades? I'll wait, because they don't. They don't. So y'all just let people come in. Oh, well, if they got the money, well, I got the money, so I'm going to make the decision on who's going to be the king, the queen. And then next year, I'm going to make a decision who's going to be this one, who's going to be that one. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? You can make my wife the queen. Oh, yeah, you can make my. So you can make my husband the king. We got a little. So anybody got a little money? Nah. So that's what y'all doing? That's what y'all doing. So the people who paid the way, who've been doing this for decades, because I remember it was me and Mays. First of all, it was my mama. Respect to my mama, Lady Money Wasters, Miss Big Ann Mays, Tammy, April, Patrice, me, damn, I forgot, Rara, a couple of us, then paid the way, and then second line. And at the end of the day, Did y'all ask any of them out the crew to be a queen? Oh, so y'all feel like our money been long enough? Because Patrice, Rara, April, Tammy, all us used to be with the money wasters. And they got people that then came that never did a 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 step, that don't know how to second line. And y'all let them be kings, queens, she queen, he queens. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? I'm just saying. So how y'all think the people who paved the way? Now, just listen to me good. Because y'all need to share this type of stuff to a lot of people that need to know that they came and changed the narrative. So y'all let people come from out of other states and come down here and bought a spot as being a king and a queen, all because they made y'all look good and they don't do nothing for the culture. They came down here and did one, little two, or whatever. But was they a part of anything that we had, Lurs? Yeah, anything that we had going on down here? After they did their little one, little two, little dip in was queen and all that kind of stuff there, we don't see them no more. We don't see them at second lines and none of that. So somebody had to, well, would you come down here? Because we want you to be the queen and this and that. And what woman wouldn't want to be the queen? But did she earn that spot? No. Did she earn the spot? No. Y'all just gave it to him. Shelba, Miss Irma. Come on now. Come on now. Did anybody say, well, you know what? I'm going to go way back with the Lady Money Wasters, and we're going to talk to Big Ann, and we're going to get all the young girls that was money wasters coming up, and we're going to have a ball for the Lady Money Wasters that's still alive, that paid the way. All us that paid the way. I'm just saying. How you think? When we think, we see, and we go to second line, and we see it, Miss Thing Thing, and Miss Thing 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 Thing, all them from out of town. No blood, sweat, and tears. Don't know nothing about step and second line. No, nothing about the culture. And y'all just push them to the front. That's like a passion. When you know this the queen. And the dad or the mama, or she more popular, or she might be more smarter. So we gonna vote her in because she's smarter. And I ain't gonna say she prettier, but she ain't smarter than the other one. Because when I was going to school, the queen was picked on her braids and her looks, and they voted when I was going to school. And now it's like, whether your mama sold all the cookies or not, your mama could sell all the cookies and have all the fundraising and raise all the money, but they already got their mind made up. Who already the queen? I'm just saying. Show respect to the ones who came before them. That's what I'm saying. But the minute, well, my mama is 79 years old, and she's going to be here many more years. But you know what? Oh, let's take a line for Big Ann and this and that. Show her flowers. Give her flowers while she here. Y'all disrespecting my mama like y'all disrespecting my brother. But a lot of people got a lot of love for my brother, because even at the ball, they play. I was in the hallway because I was cold. But when they played Worm Maze, I had to go back in there. But they forgot that Worm Maze paved the way for a lot of them. They forgot that Worm Maze was the first bounce artist out of New Orleans to sign with a major record label. They forgot that. And y'all don't think he deserve a star? Wow. Wow. And y'all don't think my grandmother deserved to be honored with Big Mama's grocery store across from the housing project, the Iberville? And she don't deserve to be honored? Oh, wow. Wow. My grandmother paved the way for a lot of people over there in the Iberville. People that ain't have money to get food. People only had food stamps, and she gave them cash money to pay their bills, and y'all not going to honor her? I'm just saying. She ain't only had a grocery store. She had a bar room, a washer, a game room, all that. And she let them get food on credit. The bread, the luncheon meat, and the cheese. And she don't get no honor. Wow. Wow. And then when the Arabs came, they built a store on the other end. And somebody ratted and said she was taking food stamps for she was taking food stamps for certain stuff that somebody ratted to get her store out the way so the Arabs could open their store. Our people. When she paid the way to help our people. And then, of course, Warren Mays had the teenager clubs. Do they have teenager clubs here now? Where the teenager club? He had Club Polo. Club Adidas. But nobody want to talk about that because y'all got these youngsters thinking it's all good about the way they living now. See all that fighting and all that kind of stuff there. Y'all like all that. Well, nobody want to hear. That was before our time. Everything before our time. Everything is before time. That stuff happened before our time. But I'm glad somebody allow us to recognize this was before y'all time. I remember Scotty's. I was a little girl. I remember they had the incinerator right across the street from Scotty's. Miss Gloria grocery store where I grew up. They had the Longo, I think it's Longo, three white sisters had the store called Longo's around Miss Gloria's store. That's where I was raised in that area too, on Bienville. I remember all that. So at the end of the day, Miss Gloria's still there. It's a blessing to say we still got a black-owned grocery store in the hood that's been there before I was even born. When they gonna honor Miss Gloria, a black-owned grocery store still standing. The people y'all should be honoring, y'all don't. Because y'all letting these youngsters come in and change the narrative and put shit the way that they think it should go. And it don't go like that. Y'all letting these white folks come in all the neighborhood and buy up all the historical houses and rebuild new houses at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 when they only got them for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. I'm just saying, y'all don't see what's going on? I remember we was able to go to 3Ps. That was a skating ring right across from Miss Gloria's store. They didn't change it so many times, but we used to go skating upstairs. It was a skating ring. Now they only got 2 skating rings. One in Chalmette and one out there on Airline, and they got one in Slidell. There's 3 of them. So where the skating rings close to the hood? Because the skating ring in the hood was around there by Miss Gloria's store. That's where we used to go, 3Ps. And we used to have a nice time. But y'all let these youngsters come in and change everything and make it the way that they want it to be. Like they running shit. They ain't running shit. My mom and them used to second line. When we used to second line, we used to change clothes twice. And they acting like they just started that. They ain't just started that shit. We used to get our clothes from DHon, Maison Blanche, our shoes from Gachos. I'm just saying. Don't come here acting like this some brand new shit. That's why I be trying to tell them. I don't be trying to flex, but go back and watch some of my picture. My MCM bag, purses, Dooney and Bird and all that. I was wearing that shit when I was in my team. And then they act like they don't know, talking about looking for clout. Huh? I ain't never got to look for clout. When I want it, I got it. Even if I had to go get it and take it. But I don't even live like that. And I ain't have to do none of that. I chose. A lot of us chose to do stuff when we don't have to do it. Pennyland. Yeah, Pennyland over there in the French Quarter. Now they got it across, it was across the street from Walgreens in the French Quarter. Around by Dickie Brennan's, right? Across from the hotel. I'm just saying. We used to go to Claudine. My brother Warren had a beauty salon. They don't say that either. Claudine was the coldest stylish beautician back then. We used to go to hairdresser, we used to sleep in a hairdresser. Not literally go home and go to the hairdresser 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Where they do that? I mean, they got 20, 30 people or more waiting and been there since 4 o'clock in the morning. Sleeping in the car, sleeping in the shop. And she don't get there till 11 or 12 o'clock. But everybody waiting. People want to go home, got to go to work, but they still waiting because they wanted the stacks in their hair. I'm just saying. And a lot of you young girls got nasty attitudes that do help. A lot of y'all got nasty attitudes. But I want y'all to know that y'all are replaceable. Y'all better thank God for y'all hands working and y'all able to do the things that y'all could do. Because some of y'all is so ungrateful. I'm just saying. When God made one, he made another one. And all y'all better enjoy the weave hair and the horse tail and all that, because all that's going to change in a minute. In a minute, y'all going to find out all kind of stuff about that hair. A lot of y'all done messed the side of y'all hair, all y'all sideburns and all that from that glue and all that on the side of your head, y'all hair ain't gonna never come back. Some of y'all. And when it's gone, it's gonna be a recession and y'all ain't gonna be able to get the hair no more. Then what? That's why this is who I am. So if you ain't never been natural, you ain't never been bald head, get ready. Because people gonna see the real y'all. Them lashes and all that shit there. All that shit. The eyelashes, the makeup and all that. A lot of y'all don't even need a lot of makeup. All of a sudden now all our women just feel like they need to just cape all that shit in their face. For what? You mean to tell me it take y'all a half an hour to 30 minutes to get all that shit caked up on y'all skin? I can't do it. Makeup is not for everybody. And some of y'all don't even need that shit. Poison, right? Some of y'all don't even need that. And I don't understand how y'all can get them braids, all your damn scalp. I got braids in my hair one time and I had to go. I had weave in my hair, like when I was going to Hawaii. I went on with the weaving and I was like, you need to go take that shit out. I was trying that shit, let Claudine put that shit in my head. And I had the big old hair and this and that. And he was like, no, Well, I hurry up and took that shit out. So I ain't never really was no, like, I don't do nails. I polish my nails. I don't do that. I just like to be just me. I don't understand how y'all, to be honest, I don't see how y'all can keep that stuff on y'all nail. Because if you break a nail, girl, that hurts so bad. So that when I first did a nail, like I must have had my nails done probably once or twice in my whole life. Because I don't do nails. And when that shit broke off and I was damn near crying like a baby, I said never again. Right. I'm just saying. A lot of stuff, y'all got to realize that y'all not, see a lot of these youngsters right now, their head is so big. Their head is so big. And I just be sitting back and I be looking at them and all that. And they just don't know that God is about to change some things. And you know why y'all go about to change some things? Because a lot of people thinking that they rule the world with their wickedness. The wicked can't run the world. That's why he said, what profits a man to gain the whole world and lose their soul? A lot of people losing their soul and they thinking they winning. Do y'all see all of them over here? No, because they don't want to be saved right now. They want to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it. But in a minute, sooner than later, they're going to be trying to bombard over here because they're going to need to hear a word. I promise y'all it is. In the next couple of months, so much is going to go on. So a lot of people, God going to scare them straight. Because they thinking the wicked got them thinking they winning. They love the wicked. It's no more Jerry Springer. And what the other young lady was, she don't have her show no more. A lot of that stuff that they used to have with all the fighting and all that kind of stuff there, they don't have a whole lot of that no more. If y'all notice, the rap game is changing too. Do y'all notice? The rap music is not selling like it used to be. Music is not the same. Because life is about to change again. Right. Right, Angie. At the end of the day, a lot of things is about to change in life. And y'all gonna be like, Miss Ann said that. That's why I'm not worrying about everybody right now that's not here. Because it's not my time right now. But it's coming. It's near. And that's when y'all really gonna see the tears of joy. Because it's coming. God said, hold on a little longer. That's why I stand on business. I don't need them on Instagram. So either y'all gonna show me that y'all got love for me and everybody gonna come on YouTube. Or guess what? If you really want to see me, you got somebody to help you. Like when I said I'm gonna get my own YouTube channel, I knew about YouTube years ago, but I never really was into YouTube like I am now, because I got a whole nother YouTube channel that I wish I could delete. I don't know how to delete it. But if it wasn't for OG Murder, when I woke up and I was all over, when me and Miss Thing got into it or whatever, I didn't know anything about YouTube. And then I liked it and I said, you know what? One day I'm gonna have my own YouTube channel, and here I am. Just like one day I'm gonna be the #1 podcast female from a wheelchair out of New Orleans with the #1 podcast. Because one way or another, sooner than later, they're gonna cry out. They're gonna cry out. Because God not gonna let the wicked keep thinking they winning. And the wicked got the world thinking they winning. And they not. They not winning. I've been there, done that, man. I pray and have mercy on their soul. Because at the end of the day, if you got a platform, God allow us to have platforms. Either one or two things. You either saving souls or you taking souls. And if you taking souls, that means you taking them and using them for the wicked. Saving souls is drawing them closer to Jehovah. That's my purpose. That's my purpose. My purpose is not coming on here to deceive nobody and make nobody believe I'm something that I'm not. I am who God created me to be, and I thank God for changing my life. And they got so many people, when you change your life, they don't want no part of that. I ain't gonna lie, I be looking at, like, I don't get no views. They don't view my Instagrams and stuff like that. They be passing my Instagram pages up and all that, because you know what? I done transformed my life. So they'll say, ain't nobody want to hear that. But if it's some chaos, some mess and confusion, they running their little narrow ass over here because they want to know what I'm talking about. They want to know, well, she gonna tell us she ain't. But at the end of the day, what I got to give, they need it. What I got to give, they need it. But it ain't what they want right now. They won't see who beating who up, who's sleeping with who's sucking on who. That's the way of the world right now. Until God get in the midst of it, I promise you, God about to do some things, and people gonna wonder why. And the same people who ain't want to collaborate with me, thinking if they put me on, or they say anything good about me, that's gonna make me. Nah, God gonna get the glory. That's why when people be like, when they say certain people's name and you catch on, it wasn't nothing but a game. I'm gonna say your name and I'm gonna act like we getting into it, so we get. But at the end of the day, you gonna act like we getting into it, But at the end of the day, is it worth it? Is it worth selling your soul by trying to get into it with somebody for likes and views to go viral and you're not even getting paid for it? I don't want my money like that. I want to be able to save people, to be able to say, well, and you know what? You made a difference in my life. Keep on doing what you're doing. And because of you and Jehovah first, because of Jehovah the messenger, and I'm delivering a message. Thank you, because I looked at my life different. I'm on here to make you, not make you, but make you understand. I'm going to say that, make you understand that everything that I've been through, now I'm here. I got peace within myself. And that's the biggest gift in the world, to have peace with yourself and got Jehovah a part of it. I know Jehovah loved me without a shadow of doubt. Once you get that in your heart and you change your mind frame and not worry about the worldly people and just enjoy your life, even if you by yourself, just know that you're never by yourself. Just know that he said, I never leave you nor to forsaken you. So you ain't never alone. But the journey that I'm on, if I made a difference in your life, I just want to say, to God be the glory. If I said something to make you look at life different, to God be the glory. That's why I'm here. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We'll never be perfect. But y'all got to know how to, when spiritual warfare come, I want y'all to be able to know how to fight. Like, you know what, devil, you got to go. When something come against you, you got to know how to hang up that phone. You got to know how to say, you know what? What you say? Oh, I'm going to call you back. There's that. Shut that down. Shut that down. You don't want nobody, that shit to consume your brain. All that negative shit calling you with all that. God, let me tell you what happened. You saw what so-and-so did. You heard what they was talking about you. Okay. Being talked about is being thought about. Tell her keep on talking. Girl, you know, your mom was talking about you, right? You know, your daddy was talking about, you know, your cousin, your sister, and all of them was talking, you know, your children said, girl, let them say whatever they want to say. I already repent for my sins and turn from my wicked ways. Lord have mercy on their soul. Maybe one day they'll get where I'm at. I pray that they get where I'm at. I'm just saying. Y'all hear me complain about people don't call my phone? Y'all want to know? Sometimes my phone, I only get sometimes 2 or 3 calls a day. I don't get a whole lot of phone calls. Because they know if you calling me, don't call my phone with that foolishness. Because if you don't want me to be real with you and tell you how I feel, don't call my phone. Y'all got to start shutting shit down. Even if it's your mama or your dad. Don't bring me into, if your mama and your dad are married or your mama got an old man or whatever, don't let them bring you into their shenanigans. I ain't gonna lie, when you go outside, y'all, when we go outside, we got to be prepared for what's outside. Because don't you know, when you go to parties and you go to weddings and you go to all kind of stuff, you dealing with all different type of spirits. I ain't never seen so many females roll their eyes by. I be like, well, girl, you too? They be really rolling their eyes. And some of them don't even say excuse. Some of them know they got a BBL and they be trying to squeeze past my wheelchair. Girl, you know your ass is big. Now, why are you trying to squeeze through the wheelchair? I'm just saying. And don't even say, excuse me. And I don't say nothing. I just get out the way. Just go ahead, baby. Go ahead. You need me to push you a little bit? Just go ahead. Your ass a little too big anyway. The ass don't go with the legs. So go ahead, baby. Mm-hmm. You need me to move out the way? Because I can move out your way. Mm-hmm. You know you couldn't pass through here with that big ass anyway. But I guess you wanted me to just unlock the chair and move out your way. So I'm going to give you that because the ass ain't ass and matching anyway. I'm just saying. Someone pass you, want you to see the ass, girl. Don't like girls, but your ass don't go the dress you have on, it's just not fitting right. The ass is not fitting right in the dress. The stomach just overwhelming in the dress. Some of y'all just don't wear certain dresses. Because even if you get the little thing that suck you in, I know some of y'all didn't was sucked in. And when you went outside or you went to the bathroom, you was like, oh Lord, thank you. And then you had to pull it back up again and go out there and then tuck it in again. And then you have to go to the bathroom again and get a relief. But at the end of the day, certain dresses you shouldn't wear. And some of y'all just literally full of shit. I'm just saying, go get a cleaning. Get a colonoscopy, get your ass cleaned out. But some of y'all, it's just too much. It's just too much. I'm just saying. I'm just a messenger. And a lot of y'all young girls, some of y'all stomach is really too big. That means that either you full of shit or you just eating too much. You're just doing too much of eating. Some of y'all done got the little tummy tuck. Some of y'all done got y'all breast done and all that. Some of y'all look damn good. Y'all look real good. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be putting your ass all on my wheelchair because you got your ass done. And it ain't even say excuse. I'm just saying, don't be trying to debo me because your ass ain't matching your legs. The toes all skinny, but the ass big. Come on, y'all. Got to be more careful. I'm just saying, y'all. I ain't never seen so many women rolling their eyes and girl, you too. Oh, hey, that's Aunt. I ain't seen so many of them tapping each other. She here. You lost 30 pounds, and I'm trying to gain 30 pounds. She here. Y'all ain't seen so many. She here. So my girl, who? They don't even know how to be quiet. She here. I be seeing them tapping. She here. Girl, she over there. You ain't seen her? She over there. Now, why y'all be doing that? I be seeing y'all tapping y'all so-called best friend because she really not your friend because she was talking about you last week. But I be seeing y'all. And then y'all kick her. I saw somebody kick somebody. I saw you kick that girl. So I'm like, she over there. Girl, I ain't seen her. Girl, she over there with the burger and his rest, Girl, she always have to go over the top. They ain't got to speak. Girl, she over there. They don't want the people they be with, they don't want them to know that they're going to speak, so to be there. She here. How they going to speak if they at a table with a group of people and some of the people they didn't talk about me with? Should have been more careful. Oh my girl, she here. Girl, I ain't see. Girl, she in the back. She always have to overdo it. That's what her said. Still relevant. They say, girl, she always got to overdo it. Dude. It wouldn't be me. I can't wait till the next ball. Girl, she always have to overdo it. Girl, I can't wait till the next ball. They do you that too, Linda. That's why the family don't talk to me. When they see me calling, they don't even answer their phone. I don't call them no more. I used to call them. And guess what, y'all? The families have group. All of them got group chat. And guess who ain't in the group? Me. How your family don't want you to be in a group? Oh, well. If I get in the group, ain't nobody calling nobody no more. Because I'm going to tell what everybody said about each other. Since they got me out the group and I'm not in the group, if they ever put me in the group, I'm going to tell on what he said, she said, he said, she said. I'm going to tell everybody who talked about everybody. So nobody ain't going to be in the group. I'm just saying, how they could keep me out the group, the family group. Girl, we don't want her in the group. If y'all on here, if y'all ever let me in the group, I'm telling what you said, what he said, what she said. I'm going to tell you what she said about your baby. I'm going to tell you what she said about your children. And she said that ain't your real daddy. And she said you was adopted. And she said that you don't know who your real mama is. Yeah, Yeah, they don't want me to hear the truth. I have to be more careful. Hey, Dana. Well, why they call me messy? What's the purpose of having a group? If y'all in a group and all y'all on the phone, y'all don't think that's messy for them to keep me out the group? Now, why would they keep me out the group? You don't think that's messy? No, if all them in a group and they talking about me, that's messy, right? That's messy if they're in a group talking about me. Because I'm not fake, huh? I know the girl. Because I'm not fake, huh? They don't want me in a group. They be having graduations parties. They be having birthday parties. They be having all kind of stuff. And they don't even tell me. Damn, I'm that messy. Damn, I'm that messy. You got to be some kind of messy when you ain't invited to nothing. My God damn. I mean, nothing. Girl, you ain't invited to nothing. You ain't invited to a hello. So they don't want me to be a part of nothing. But guess what? I ain't be invited one day. I'm going to source some mess one day. All that's building up. It's just building up. I went against my children for y'all, and y'all ain't got me in the group chat. My children stopped talking to me because of y'all, and y'all don't want me in the group. I'm going to tell them, all three of y'all is some stuff I've been holding in. Y'all come to Patreon. I'm going to get Patreon so I can tell y'all the family secret. Somebody is fussing in the family group every day. But you know what? They be going to meetings on me. But I told you, you shouldn't have told her nothing. Don't call her and tell her nothing. And they going to call me. Well, I'm going to tell you this. What she said about you. But don't tell nobody. You telling me don't tell nobody? I think you telling the wrong person. I think you telling the wrong person don't tell nobody. Because I can't wait to get off the phone to call and tell them. I'm just saying, that's why y'all, nobody don't call me from the family. They don't. They don't. But they messy too, though. How y'all could call me messy when y'all be talking about me in the group? I'm just saying. Y'all be talking about me, that's being messy. And I'm not a part of the group. So if I'm not a part of the group, I'm a part of y'all mess. I'm just saying. Well, God, don't tell her. Because you know if you tell her, my brother said, well, if you want everybody to know something, just call Annie and tell Annie, and everybody get to find out. So ain't nobody calling me and telling me nothing. Y'all better not. It been too long. Why would they call me now? And I've been out the group how long? It been going on. I ain't talked to all of them in a couple of months now, going on a year. So when they come back, so that's a lot of talking about me. So if they ever try to put me in a group, I'm telling on everybody, and I'm going to turn everybody against everybody and tell everybody what everybody said about everybody. Even though I'm saved, it's just some stuff I need to get off my chest. And I talked to God, and God said, you can get it off your chest. But don't be with that cussing and all that kind of stuff there. Just speak your piece, live in your truth, and be honest. Don't lie. Say exactly what she said, he said, she said, they said, and all of them said, and that's that. You can say it. He said, I can say that. You ain't one of them, Linda. I'm telling y'all, God say speak boldly. As y'all, they don't talk to me anyway. So if your people and your sisters and your brothers don't talk to you, so if they don't talk to you anyway, you can't add on to them not talking to you, right? You can't add on to them being mad. They're already mad. So you can't add on to them not being talking to you and being mad. They're already mad, so they can't get no madder. I'm just saying. It just to be a little longer. It just to be a little longer. So people ought to be careful when, if they already don't talk to you, right? So if you start to mess with them, fair exchange ain't no robbery. They can't get mad because they already don't talk to you. I'm just saying, y'all got to be careful with people y'all don't talk to that know stuff about y'all. That know you was talking about the sister, the brother, the cousin, the auntie, the uncle, the cousins. You was talking about that cousin to that cousin. You say that cousin don't like that cousin. You say she wanted to fight that cousin and say she ain't never liked that cousin and say she was going to jump that cousin and get somebody else to jump that cousin. Oh, wow. Thank God I'm not in the group because I've been in their mess too. So thank you, Lord, that I'm not in the group. I'm just saying. See, they think because you say sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost, you can't be slick side messy. Even though you sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, got, been dipped, got the Holy Ghost, the Spirit in you. Because the preachers be messy too. When they call people up there and they call them out and say, I see this going on in your future and all that, that's slick side being messy. That's what I'm saying. So when the words say, speak boldly as you ought to speak, that's not being messy. That's what the words say. Yeah, he the messenger and I'm delivering the message. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm going to tell on everybody, that don't make me being messy. That means I'm just getting some stuff off my chest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's more better? Either you don't say nothing at all or you tell the truth. Now, Jehovah want us to tell the truth. I wouldn't be lying if I told her what she said, what they said, she said, he said, and they said that she said and they said. I wouldn't be lying. That's not being messy. That's telling the truth, right? Right. So is that being messy if you telling the truth? You just know how to keep real, right? That's not being messy if you telling the truth. If you tell your sister what your mama said, girl, that's not being messy. But I bet you your sister say, girl, you just being messy. No, you said what you said about mama. And I'm going to tell her what she said. Since mama like you better, or daddy like you better, or the niece, the nephew, they like you better. Let me tell you what they said about you. Since you got favorite nieces and nephews, and you don't like your cousin, and you want to fight your cousin, and you want to get your stepsister, your stepbrother, and all that to fight your cousin. Yay! The truth hurts. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. If y'all telling the truth, that's not being messy. I'm just saying. Telling the truth is not being messy. But I will tell y'all this, and I'm going to leave y'all with that. I'm going to leave y'all with it. If y'all trying to get y'all life right, like me, the best thing y'all could ever do is stay away from all that negative stuff. And people calling you, and they mad with their family, and they talking about what they ain't got and crying and all that. You got your own stuff that you dealing with. So you know what? Say it in a nice way. Girl, I'll call you back. Click. You ever talk to somebody on the phone and you trying to get off the phone and they don't let you get one word in? And you could be then ran to the kitchen, went used the bathroom, went outside, went to the car, went in the other room and came back, put the phone down, and they still running their mouth. Yeah, it's really not messy, Queen, but everything don't need to be said. But listen, Queen, the flip side to it, if they don't mess with you and everybody against you, and you got all that built inside, you know how many lies they've been told on you. So everybody in the group believing something about you that you don't even know until you find out one day, and you find out that everybody been lying on you. What if you don't say nothing when you find out they've been lying? Now it's time for you to speak up, because they got people believing that you somebody that you're not, and you're not even like that. You wrong. The Bible said, Proverbs, preserve person set upon confliction and gospel, separate close friends. Gospel can divide even close relationship. Yeah, I know I'm just joking, but at the same time, I do know. But go to the book where it say speak boldly as you ought to speak, and come right back. Because people think when you speak in your mind, it's being messy. If you speak in your mind and the word says speak boldly as you ought to speak, that means all us messy. Do not go about the separation and there among your people. Do not do anything that engages your neighbor's life. I am the Lord is the direct command. Protect others. Yeah, that's true. But listen, Linda, listen. All right, I'm gonna say this because I know what the words say, and I'm not gonna start no mess or nothing like that. But anyway, I'm just saying. Let me say this. If y'all want to be technical, everybody in the whole world is messy. The only way you're not messy if you don't talk about nobody, you don't indulge in talking about nobody. So a man thinking he already did it. So if you sit among the wolves in sheep clothes, that means you're a part of them. So you sitting there engaging in a conversation with them that's talking about Ann. So you're a part of them too. So just because I speak my mind and I tell you how I feel, or I tell you what a person said, unlike they done lied on me, well, I got to be the messy one because I spoke the truth. See, the one who always telling the truth is going to be considered the messy one. Relationship, yeah, do not keep a tight tongue, deceive themselves and their religion. Let me tell y'all something. So are we going to be technical? Let me say this. Ain't none of us perfect. And everybody, just because we got a first lady, we got a pastor, everybody ain't living by the word. A lot of people is not living by the word, because if you was living by the word, even in the midst of you being engaged with somebody or being married with somebody, they got a lot of people that study the word, that know the word, and they still not living the word. And nobody's going to ever be perfect. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this, you can be married to somebody and you a good person and you know the word and you off into the word, and your spouse not. And say your spouse out there running around and this and that and cheating and sleeping around with different people and all that, and you going to go along and get along because you're trying to save your marriage. So at the end of the day, just because people that's married, everybody's not equally yoked. Some marriages unequally yoked and they still stay together. They got a lot of people that's together that want to be together because they're trying to hold their marriage together. But at the end of the day, they still unequally yoked. I'm not dealing with that. If you're not on the same level as I'm on and you feel the need that you want to do what you want to do, you want to be out there sleeping with women, sleeping with whoever you're sleeping with, doing what you want to do. No, my thing is to draw me closer to God, every man for themselves. Because guess what? I done been in churches where they preach up that I done been to church, the same pastors and all that, and all of them was doing their own thing and leading us astray. Right. Go by the word most high is the not man. Right. See, let me tell y'all, I got a personal relationship with God. So I know Jehovah left me here. I know I was in a coma, so I got experience with him. So at the end of the day, when somebody try to come at me in the wrong way and talk about this and talk about that, at the end of the day, first of all, I'm a comedian. I be joking a lot of time, but I know what does say the Lord. And I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to start no mess and confusion with my family. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's still my family. But on some real stuff, I'm considered as messy because I'm always keeping it real and living in my truth. A lot of people don't want you to tell the truth, even with them. Even with them, a lot of people don't like you to be real with them. A lot of people don't like when you talk about, like for its families and stuff like that, or people that in marriage and relationships and stuff like that. A lot of people don't want you to touch on certain things. So at the end of the day, and then people always think you're talking about them. See what I'm saying? I'm not talking about no one individual person when I be on here. I be joking, I be laughing and all that kind of stuff. And some people take stuff to heart, but you can't change the narrative with me and Jehovah, because I know what he did for me. I know what he did for me. And that's all that matters. See, like, if you go to a comedy show and people be joking and talk about things and you're going to get in your feelings, you don't need to be there. But I'm going to joke and make my people over here laugh. And we're going to have fun. But ain't no hard feelings to nobody. And if anybody ever follow me or anybody get in their feelings or whatever, y'all got to stop. Y'all got to get out your feelings when it comes down to joking and enjoying life and having fun and all this. Because at the end of the day, you can't live my life and I can't live yours. And we all got to pay for our own sins. But me, myself, guess what? At the end of the day, I think everybody in the whole wide world that endorse themselves in other people's business, how you can say you ain't messy when you part of the mess? How you can say all of us got a little messiness in us? I don't care if you is a person that studied the word and be, with the word and all that kind of stuff. That don't make you perfect. Because you got a church and you want a church and you got first ladies and you got deacons and you got, all that. That don't make you perfect. That don't make you better than nobody. Everybody not better than nobody. We all got to carry our own cross. Some people just stand on business. Some people don't indulge themselves in foolishness. It's life. And some people just take life just enjoy your life. Just relax. Just enjoy your life. Just relax. I've been married 4 times. I know what it's like to be in a marriage. You pulling one way and he pulling another way. But you still putting up with that because you want your marriage to work. I've been there, done that. Well, I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to be with him. Or I'm going to stick with her. You want your marriage to work. You want to pray and hope that this person change. But they ain't changing. I've been there. Holding on. Wishing on a wing and a prayer. And they still the same person that you married in the beginning. It's understandable. It's very understandable. But one thing about me with life gonna be life. Life gonna be life. And somebody could be on here and somebody, even if it was a family member, by them not really always want me to be a part of their mess and confusion. Somebody will tell you, oh, she was on there talking about, and people forgetting the fact that I am a comedian. That's me. So if I make people laugh and I'm talking about, because I'll be part of the mess and all that, I am a comedian. And if anybody on here got offended, oh well, I'm still a comedian. I don't know nothing about if my family have a group chat and all that. I don't know nothing about none of that. I made all that up. I'm just saying, go sit down. I'm just saying, if they do have a group chat, if they don't, that's still my family. If they're in a group talking about me, I'm still a family. They can't change the fact that I'm still a family. But on a real note, y'all, if somebody call y'all with all that foolishness and all that, I have an ear to listen, but I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that crying and all that fussing and all that about what I ain't got and all that. I don't want to hear all that. Don't call me with all that. Because if I give you my advice and I tell you some type of way, you still going to live your life the way you want to live your life. So the best thing for me to do is stay out of your business. Because if I pass my opinion and I say the wrong thing, you still going to do what you want to do. Right or wrong, Rhonda? You ever gave somebody advice? They called you at the moment because they was going through something. You gave them advice and they still did what they wanted to do. So somebody just got to mind our business when it comes down to certain things. And I had to learn that. Girl, just mind your business when it comes down to certain things with your family or your friends. I don't think I ain't never had a friend that was hurt. At one time, me and my friend sit in the car for damn near 24 hours. But I stood there with her. We stood in the car until daylight because she was going through something with her husband. Her husband was cheating on her. And you think I was going to leave my friend in distress? She didn't want to go inside. She didn't want to come by my house. So we just stood in the car by her house and we talked till daylight. Good night, Queen. So I love y'all and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. I hope nobody ain't got offended by me joking, which people do. But anyway, I love y'all and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. I'm still going to tell the family. Love y'all.